Hey guys, so now we are going to do a review of the Duke 390 and the Dominar. So basically, Vedant is going to explain the differences. So he had almost ridden the Dominar for 50 kilo. That's the plan. So here we start.
Okay guys, welcome again. So today we're gonna discuss the differences between Duke 390 and Dominar 400. So this video would help those guys who are confused between Duke 390 and Dominar. So before I start, if there are people who are still confused about 390 and Dominar, then first thing which I want to mention is the price difference. So there is a price difference of almost 50,000. Correct me, Bulu, if I'm wrong. Yes. So guys, one thing when you go and decide that what bike you want to purchase, first and the foremost thing is decide your budget. So if it's 2 lakh, then it is 2 lakh. Don't go at 230 or 240. If it is 1.5 lakh, don't go till 2, because there is no limit. There is no upper limit or there is no downwards limit. So let's say if I wanted to purchase Duke 200 and then I saw Duke 390, and probably if I had not fixed my budget earlier, then I would have went for 390. And probably if I go and look at 390 and then I don't have a fixed budget, probably then a 600 would be enough. So there is no upper limit. So always keep a bandwidth, as in fix your budget and keep it at plus minus 10. That's it. I won't spend up money more than that. So that's where that helps you kind of narrowing down the options you have. So that's first thing when you compare these two bikes. So they are class apart. This is more of a sports tourer. This is a fun machine. I don't have a category for it. It is not a sports. It's not a street fighter. It's something in middle, and it's just fun. So I'm gonna compare the features and the probably things you get in 390 you don't get in Dominar, and the other way around things. So the first and the foremost thing which you would notice at night time is headlight. I am really jealous of Dominar's headlight. It's absolutely brilliant. So there is no other word to describe it. I have a Z800 as well, and these headlights beat everything hands down. Forget about Duke. Duke has a very pathetic headlight. I'm comparing it with super bikes. None of the super bikes which I have seen till date has this brilliant headlight. It's absolutely bright, and if you ride on high beam, you're gonna make the person coming from front absolutely blind. So next is brakes. I'm not sure how you guys gonna react on this, but I've been riding Duke for the last 3 years. But the brakes on Dominar, the rear brakes specifically, are way better than Duke. Reason: when you press brakes on Duke, the ABS kicks in instantaneously, whether you are on Metzeler's or you are on Michelin. However, when I was riding Dominar today, I realized the brakes were way more smooth, and I aggressively braked, but still the wheel didn't lock. It was efficiently braking. So I'm not sure. In initial reviews, Bulu mentioned that the brakes were not good, but I think after the brake pads have worn out a bit, they are working absolutely fine, and they are way better than what I am experiencing right now on Duke. And I've recently changed my brake pads, so I've done around 500 kilometers with new brake pads, but still the braking is not as satisfactory as it is on Dominar. The next is heating issue. So again, here Dominar passes the test over Duke. So Dominar doesn't have any heating issues. We rode early morning today, and I've ridden Dominar in traffic as well. There are absolutely no heating issues. However, in Duke, since it's a high rev engine, the heating issues are very persistent and very observable, as well as you can observe the heating issues on your thighs as well. When you're stuck in traffic, they will go red. And the reason is because of the high revving engine. And the Duke has very short gear ratios. So when you're stuck in traffic, you have to ride on first and second gear, and there the whole problem of heating comes up. The shorter gear ratios prevents you from going in higher gears, and the radiator fan is not effective enough, and also the radiator fan throws the air inside towards your legs, so between your legs and tank. So that's when the heating issues become more than tolerable. The third point which I want to talk about is the vibrations. So the vibrations, none of the bike is very smooth, and I'll talk about Dominar first. Dominar in initial gears and speed till 80 kilometers per hour doesn't have vibration. It is completely smooth compared to what it was when it came new. after first service, it has become really smooth. However, when you go above 90, correct me Bulu if I'm wrong, 90 and 100, right? The vibrations are very noticeable and you feel the vibrations in your butt as well as on your tank and handlebars. However, in case of Duke, it's the opposite. You feel the vibrations in first initial gears, first, second, third. Once you cross 5,000 RPM in fourth gear, the vibrations vanish. So when you're on high speed, you don't feel any vibrations, but on lower speed, you will feel vibrations on Duke. Coming on to the next point, which is seating posture. Seating posture on Duke is a bit of aggressive, towards aggressive side, but not really full sports bike posture. However, in Duke, when I compare it with Duke, Duke is way more comfortable. The seats are broader, seats are soft, and seat on the KTM is way harder than what it is on Dominar. Plus, the seats are broad enough on Dominar compared to Duke. So that's where the whole difference comes in. And Duke seats are not really made for long tourings. You will hurt your butt like anything if you're riding for more than 150 kilometers. Post that, um, the last is the power. So this is where one segment, there is no comparison between these two bikes. This absolutely surpasses it. There is no comparison of Dominar and Duke. So if you're looking for power, then you will be disappointed with Dominar. And if you ride Duke and then think of buying a Dominar, probably you won't be satisfied because this is a 43 or 44 PS. This is, will you correct me if it's 35, right? 35 PS. So there is a huge power difference there, plus added weight of Dominar. So which leads to it being very compared, not I won't say very slow, but when you ride Duke and when you ride Dominar, you would notice there is not a noticeable, there is a huge difference between accelerations, top speeds and everything. So, and there is a pro to it as well, since this is a heavier bike, and that's why it is known as sports tourer. It is easy to tour on this bike on highways when you feel a lot of gush of wind coming diagonally towards you or laterally towards you. It doesn't move the bike. However, with Duke, when you are at high speed and there is a lateral push of wind coming towards you, it will move the bike aside. So the stability of the bike is in question when it is very lightweight. So that's where the Duke uh, uh, kind of performs outwards towards compared to the Dominar performs outwards toward the towards highway riding when you compare it with Duke. So these were the points which I could notice straight away when I rode the Dominar for last couple of weeks and today for 50, 60 odd kilometers. And there are a few other things which are very similar in both the bikes, which I'll tell you right now. The disc pads, not the disc pad, the disc brakes, both are of Biber and both are of same size as well as the, when we talk about the ABS, they both are of Bosch. So here the quality, the measurements, the components are absolutely same. There is no difference. Then when we come to the radiators, both of them comes with radiator guards and have absolutely, I think, almost similar radiator size. So these are the things where these both bikes fare similar to each other. Then there are rear view mirrors. Both are equally bad. Your elbows kind of cover both the mirrors on both sides for both the bikes. So either you go for an aftermarket mirrors or use an extender in mirror so that you can see the rear traffic. And when we compare it with the rear side, well, if you can take a rear shot of both the bikes. So here you will notice the brake lights of Pulsar, rather Dominar, is coming from a classic Pulsar background, whereas Duke is a small plain triangulated light. I think the Dominar headlights are a better looker compared to what Duke looks like. And Dominar is more muscular when you look it from front and backwards, while Duke is very thin and minimalistic bike. So when you notice the frame and the chassis of it's visible, so that might be a personal liking of someone, and someone might like a muscular look of Duke, which is covered with cowls and plastic fairings. Yeah, sorry, Dominar, yeah. And the naked look of Duke. So that's a personal perspective. I'm not judging both the bikes on the looks, and I never do it, because looks is something you will like it for 1 month, 2 months, and after that it never counts for you. It will only count for people who are looking at it and who don't own it. So I would recommend everyone to take a test ride and then decide for yourself which bike you like. My end verdict would be, if you're looking for a tourer and you usually go for long rides above 200 kilometers, then Duke is not the bike for you, Dominar is. However, if you want a fun bike which could compete with a super bike on highway and which is nimble enough to be used in daily traffic conditions, then Duke is the bike for you. Also, one more warning here: if you think about mileage, then Duke is not the bike for you, especially 390, because the mileage varies on a huge range. It gives me from 19 till 30. So depends on how you're riding, and whenever you're riding it on slow speeds in traffic, it will give you the minimal mileage. The maximum mileage you will attain from this is on highways only. That's about it, guys. So this was the difference and comparison of these two bikes, and I'm sure no one is being offended here. We are just trying to compare the bikes as in stock. If you do few minimalistic modifications in both of them, few of the cons can be improved. That's about it.
Hey friends, thank you so much for watching this video. And I think by this time, all your doubts about the Duke or the Dominar has been cleared. And so basically, we have also done a drag between the Duke 390 and the Dominar, and I will be uploading that video very soon. And tonight, actually, I'm going for the launch ceremony. I mean, the Bangalore launch ceremony of the KTM new KTM Duke 390 2017. So this is being organized by Kivraj Motors, and it's so basically I'll do some videos over there. So there is this friend of mine, Deepak Kamath, who has actually planned to buy that bike. So maybe he's going to book the bike there itself after actually seeing the bike there. And so once he has the bike, we'll also have a lot of video reviews on the same, and we'll have the first hand experience of the Duke new Duke 2017. So basically tonight I'll shoot a video with the complete walk around of the 2017 Duke and exhaust note, and I'll see what other things I can do with that kind of crowd over there. I'm not sure how big the crowd will be. So basically the launch event is happening at the Rasta Cafe, which is on the Mysore Road. It's about like 80 kilometers from here. So I might ride my Dominar or my CBR 250 to that place. So that's all, my friends. So have a great day and a great weekend. And please do not forget to subscribe my channel to get the alerts the moment I upload the videos. So I make a lot of videos on, I mean, riding videos and all that stuff. So almost every week I upload about like 2-3 videos. So you'll be updated if you are subscribed to the channel. Thank you, friends. Have a great day. Bye bye.